common errors you see investors making? What are those common errors?
I think when I say tell your story better, I'm not telling the people out there that are like shy of video or Instagram to start becoming a content creator. But I've been saying this as much as I can from the rooftops the last year. Your track record is your most valuable asset. It's the one thing in this business you cannot buy. Tim Herriage cannot buy Steve Trang's track record. We can partner together and then we can share. But the minute we break up, I can't use your information anymore. And too many investors come to us and they cannot tell their story, right? They get confused between their wholesale deals and their JV deals and the deals that are just them and their wife. And I feel like if people would focus more on the track record and document it, it helps you raise capital. It helps you borrow money. It helps you gain influence. It's your 30-second elevator pitch, right? I mean, because if you tell me, I've bought somewhere between 20 and 80 houses, so 10? Like it just seems weird, right? I mean, now if you're saying over 1,500 and I don't keep track anymore, that's a different story. Right? But so I've been telling a lot of people work on their track record. And the other thing is, in the last 3 years, investors, wholesalers, have gotten really lazy on rehab numbers. And a lot of people are still using these dollar per square foot calculations that do not take into account the 300% increase in material cost. And probably like you as an investor, when I see a house in Rockwall, Texas come across that's 2,000 square feet, that's where I live, 2,000 square feet, and it says 40K rehab, I'm like, oh yeah, $20 a foot. No, right? Like it's not going to happen anymore. Especially if you tell me you're going to flip it for 800,000, right? Come on. So then what happens is these investors are used to being able to go in with a shoddy plan and a shoddy budget and still make $50,000.
Used to.
Yeah, 12 months ago. Well, now they come in and they don't have a good budget, and so they don't have a good plan, and so then they get disappointed on the back end. But it's also harder to borrow money from someone like me if you send me a generic budget that says kitchen 5,000, right? Because if you put a garbage disposal on, I can't give you a $5,000 draw, right? You need to be more specific. And as a private investor, as a lender, and as a buyer from wholesale people, I think if you send me really good comps and a really good rehab budget, there's the odds of us doing business go way up.
Yeah.
I think people have gotten lazy because of the massive run up in values and easy money and easy sales.
Well, you didn't have to be good. You didn't have to be good at rehabbing, right? And even if your ARV was wrong when you blasted it, it was probably right by the time they got it.
Right.
So it was a really interesting market.
It was.
Everyone looked a lot smarter for a period of time.
All the virtual people that like literally just made things up and people would buy it and make money. And I was just like, wow.